The stock market can cause concern, greed, lots of emotions, but for retirees, do they just need to learn to live with the uncertainty it dishes out? Well, to answer those questions today is Mike Douglas, the president of LifePlan Financial Design, a Lansing area firm that focuses on preparing people for a successful retirement. So, Mike, how are you this afternoon?
Doing great. Thanks for having me in.
Awesome. Well, first, let's get started. Tell us, how do investments fit into a retirement plan?
So investments are a wonderful tool, but they are just one tool inside of your retirement plan. A retirement plan has a wide scope that really covers everything from Social Security, Medicare insurance, long-term care planning, estate planning, taxes, investments, all these different things. And when we put all these tools together, we have a well-rounded tool belt with all the things we need and a good plan that puts it all together. But the investments piece is the part that gets our heart, it gets our emotions, it gets our blood pressure going. It's the thing that we feel the most because we get a monthly statement. You don't get a monthly statement on your estate planning changing drastically, right? It's just there. But when you have your investments and they go up or down, you see it monthly or quarterly, and every time you log in. And so it's the part that really tugs at our heartstrings.
It does. So with that being said, Mike, do retirees simply need to settle their retirements on top of the market roller coaster?
No, they don't have to settle it on the roller coaster, but be aware that you're on one, right? You can determine what size roller coaster you're riding. You know, the fact is the market has its ups and its downs, and there's good times and there's bad times. And the fact is people love the risk of the market when the market's good. Right? It's our best friend.
Very true.
It's great. You log in, you say, I made another 2% this month or whatever it is, and you're so excited and you say, I'm glad I'm part of this game. And then the market goes down and you say, why am I part of this game? I don't get it. And it gets us frustrated, but yet we forget the good and we only think about the bad. And so we should understand where we are at this phase of life. It doesn't make sense. You know, I used to love roller coasters. We used to go to Cedar Point, Michigan Adventure a ton when I was a kid. And I loved every ounce of risk I could get in those roller coasters, right? No awareness of any danger, just loving it. Now when I take my kids to go to the same parks, I don't really need to be on as much of the roller coasters. They don't do as much for me. They make me feel a little bit sick, right? Versus when I was a kid, I could do it all day. And so different phases of life brings you different desires and different amounts of motion and activity and volatility and risk you want to participate in. And that's just part of it. You know, making sure that it adjusts as you adjust. It evolves as you evolve, and making sure the portfolio fits who you are today, not who you used to be.
Yeah, it adjusts as you adjust as we keep moving throughout life. I really like that. Now, Mike, a lot of times we hear this saying, protect your money, but that doesn't mean to abandon investments altogether, does it?
No, it just means having a good defensive strategy in place for when the bad times come. You know, like I said, we want to be there when the market's good. When things are going, we want to make, my father-in-law always says, you got to make hay while the sun shines. You know, you want to make sure you're part of that when it's good. Just that when it goes bad, do I have to experience the bottom? Do I have to ride it all the way down with all of my money? Because some money, it's good. Like, let this money run, let it do its thing, but not everything. Make sure you have some hedges, make sure you have some defensive positions, or that you've exercised some stops or some different things that keep you safe. Maybe invest in some safe investments that have no market risk. You know, it's about having a balance, because there's no perfect investment, but you can build a well-balanced plan that works together very well.
And speaking of balance, I know, of course, everyone's different. Everyone's stage of life is different, and the way we plan is different. But what's the balance of that risk versus reward?
It depends on each family.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, it depends on where you are and what you've been through. If you were one of the people who were here mid-Michigan and you wanted to retire in 2009, but the crash in 2008 derailed it, you see risk differently than someone who was just working through it all and it didn't really affect them. So every family has a different amount. All I know is this: risk should be worth it. If I'm going to experience risk, I should get a benefit. If I'm the one who exposes myself to risk because of extra this and the market's good, I want to reap the benefits. On the other hand, I'm also aware it comes with the other side of it. So we just want to make sure it's calibrated to the individual, and that if you're going to be risky, you get the benefit.
So for you at home, if you want to learn more about the market for your retirement, Mike has an incredible offer for you. Right now, for the first 5 callers with savings of $500,000 or greater, he's offering a complimentary full-blown retirement plan just for you. And this will allow Mike and his team to sit down with you personally and provide you with the roadmap for that roller coaster, analyzing where you are right now and discuss the best steps to really get you ready for a successful retirement. A game plan that fits you and your family that'll get you where you need to be. So that number to call is 517-200-3330. Again, that number is 517-200-3330. Thank you so much, Mike.
Thank you.